recording started.
Okay, so last scene or last session, our group has moved away from the dark spawn that they encountered in the Deep Roads. There was this big, very big, like a cave type of. Like, it was a different place where you guys fought with them. There was just a big door, but the remaining, like the place you have encountered with them, looked like a cave because Deep Roads has a lot of them. But you guys ran away from them, heard one who was talking, and because everyone was like kind of wounded, the you guys started to do a camp. The camp was quite silent, uh, and it is Nathaniel and Killian who took the first watch. The Orion and probably Ashelin. Not everyone was wounded, that's true. The Ashelin and the Orion would take the second watch, and the Shadow and Okri would take the third. Now, you guys wake up and start to move towards the direction that you guys are not coming from. There's only one way to go. Not a lot of caves or openings at this depots. They look very untouched. But the Violet group is actually moving. There is another character who is also in the deep roads. Malia. Malia, you were given a choice to be a Grave Warden by Her Eminence Divine Victoria. And while at first it may have been seen like it was for good intentions, it was not. You learned the reasons why you're joining Grave Wardens, why you are given this chance to be alive. And now, while on your way to Amaranthine, you were looking around and, asking questions. Maybe it was about how to go to Vigil's Keep faster. And while you were riding your horse, you were jumped by something, you didn't even realize what the hell was going on. And when you wake up, you found yourself in the Deep Roads. Like, I'm not going to say you know that they're the Deep Roads, but you found yourself in this very weird cave that is filled with 3 individuals. Now, one of the individuals is a elf. She has this weird mask type of thing, but it's not truly a mask. It only covers top of her head. And I'm going to put a photo. Are you there, by the way?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay, great. She is posted in the image chat, and I'm also going to post her in the scene chat. Now, there was another mage that's kind of is with him. It's obvious from the way he carries himself and his staff. And near them, there was something that scares you immediately. And that's Disc 10.
Okay, yeah, that's terrifying. That's an abomination.
It is an abomination. You know when a spirit from the Fade or a demon from the Fade takes over an individual who can be a mage, but they can also take over normal humans. They ask you questions, and you're tied. They use different type of torture techniques, and their question is more about who is your mom and what's her plans. Sadly, you don't know anything about your mom that much. All was a brief conversation through a, a dream, and she said she's working for an old empire that will be better for all. The torture continues, and while you were half awake, your eyes see something that they can't believe if it's true or not. A hooded figure is talking with individual that is the elf. You hear her name is Raven. And like while you're half passed out and you're like your eyes are like opening and slowing, like closing, opening and closing, the light shines upon that man's face. And you have seen the art that belongs to Darkspawn Circle. That man looks like a Darkspawn when he's talking. This is probably effect of the torture.
This is this is delirium, is what it is.
Exactly. You're. They have been put. They have put chains in your hands, and it is. Those are not allowing you to cast any magic. It looks pretty hopeless. That was at least the beginning of your character. The lastly, that elf with a knife in her hand comes near you, and this is after like you slept and fall to sleep and wake up again with the knife at your throat. And she says, "Where is Calpurnia?" Stop protecting your mother. Tell me where she is. Why did she betray the Elder One?
I'm not protecting her. With everything you've done to me, don't you think I would have told you if I knew anything?
She takes a deep breath. And then she looks at the man near her and says, "She's useless to me." He's not lying. And she starts walking away. The man takes a deep breath. That is the moment I will actually go to the other group.
Ooh, yay!
So, the group Grey Warden and Grey Warden wannabes. The road comes to a dead end. And there are like some marks at the road, marks made with delirium, which is causing the room to be still, have some sort of light. Um, there are weird squares at the walls that they look that they're like the wall has like two sides. If you basically like imagine that you can see the wall and there's just like a hole in the wall. The hole is very straight lined and it's just a square. It looks very different. You didn't see anything like this before. And there were like some writings on it. It's not common language. It's not Elvish as well. The the group is not tired, but like there is this. How do I say this? Bit of bitterness that is coming from running away and not knowing what's going on. Nathaniel usually walks in the front. Oriane walks last. You guys are at the middle, whichever or however you guys want to decide. And it's no joke anymore. Everyone always walks with their weapons drawn. Like, let's say it this way: Oriane, some parts of the journey was carrying a bow, and you hear a rock fall from the side. Immediately, she turns with the bow, ready to fire. That's the level of paranoia that exists in the group right now.
Can we go inspect that square?
Go right ahead, please.
Do we have like paper?
You
Or
do
the
have
way to
papers,
write?
yes. Yes.
I'm going to. I assume I can't read what's on there, so I'm going to try to write it, copy it
Mm-hmm.
to
Um,
paper.
Okri? Is that anything from your people, perhaps?
No, ma'am, it's not. This looks. He looks again. I have seen this before, but not really sure. Where? I saw this on a book before. There's only one word I understand among all of those words, and that's the lyrium that's written there.
Lovely.
The Alfonso, you start to write this down.
Mhm.
So, everyone, can you guys do an investigation roll? And Alfonso, can you do arcane investigation, please?
Uh,
Hmm.
I can't wait to fail already.
Oh,
Oh.
nice go, me.
Mm,
The Killian does not surprise us, and she is going ham again, along with Alfonso. So, you guys are running away, but both of you are, at least, were quite attentive this mission. Therefore, you were understanding that this is a mechanism, and there is some sort of, there must be some sort of opening here. The more you investigate, the more you realize the way it stands and the way um, you like start touching it. Let's just say it that way. Let's. I'm just gonna say it that way. You start touching it, and like the one part of the wall comes right. Basically, there was just like a tiny square. Among that square, it's inside of it, and like you're like, wow, that this is a it's very tiny piece that needs that like it's basically something that will start a mechanism. Imagine a keyhole, but it's not a keyhole on the wall. It looks like a hand asking for something. I can give more information if I fail to um, describe it properly.
You mentioned that there was a mention of lyrium in this. Is that
Mhm.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
I believe we might need to put some lyrium here.
Yep, that's what it looks like. I think if we set lyrium in that hand, it will open.
So, Alfonso, you have advantage on this roll. This is all Tevinter. Like,
Hmm.
you don't know this language. This isn't like the today's Tevinteran, citizens. This isn't the language they're talking today. This is the old language where the magisters were talking among each other. Let's say it's just like you were reading this, maybe like a curiosity that caused you to read it. Um, and they weren't using like the specific language that the normal commoners were using. They were too high and too noble for common language. So I need you to roll me history as well.
For some reason, the ambience that I put is making it sound like there's someone knocking at my door, but it's just the rocks in there. 17.
Tevinter Imperium had a lot of deals with the dwarves in the past. The relationship was based on the lyrium trade.
Hmm.
And Tevinter is known with not wasting lyrium. Because lyrium is a resource, at least at that time was taught that lyrium was a resource that doesn't come back that often once you use it. It wasn't a resource, it wasn't like, cattles. You can't make them breed and come have more.
So it's probably not lyrium then? That it is asking?
That is not the answer you have found. Does anyone has any lyrium with them? He looks at Alfonso and Ashwin. Nathaniel asks this question.
Do we?
No. You like the raw lyrium is different than potion lyrium, and I didn't even give you guys a potion lyrium yet.
Well, the Chantry controls the lyrium that we can use. Templars have much more access to it than us. So, no, I do not have it.
I don't
Oh.
have any either.
Orion asks why a dwarf would want the lyrium anyway.
It is something that the old Tevinter Empire used to trade a lot with the dwarves.
The Okri
It's
kind of
stable.
looks. Okri kind of like puts his axe, puts his axe to the door and says, "This door is. It's very old that I can't understand what it is and how it works, but it looks like it's off. You know what I mean? It doesn't work with normal technology, normal dwarven technology." He starts to explain, but more or less the way what he says comes to dwarven technology usually responds in certain ways. When you click it, you can actually, like, when you touch it, and when you basically when you hit a car, you hear certain voices, right? This is made out of stone. Stone isn't very good for having a proper technological door because it is just not very. It's not good for having it last. Stone doesn't, it's good for shaping. It's not good for technology. Metal is way better.
And do you know why this worked, Offering?
He shakes his head. I don't know.
Because it was built with magic. This is not Dwarven, this is Tevinter.
He nods like he understands. Like he does it works with magic, but like that's all he knows and that's all he said. Like he looks like he got.
So, if we don't have lyrium, can we open this maybe with channeling some magic into it?
So like Nathaniel and Oriane kind of looks at the both mages and says, "We aren't mages. You two are the mages."
No, Ashwin said this to Alfonso. She's kind of debating with him at this point.
It is a possibility. We could try it, but I'd say that lyrium is more likely to work.
Can everyone roll me? Not Arcana. Okay, those who has Arcana, like those who comes from magical background, I need you both to roll Arcana. The Alba and Killian, I want you guys to roll. Let's go with Wisdom or Intelligence, whichever is higher.
Can I use my previous roll? Because
Pardon?
I got a 20. Or do I have to roll again?
You need to roll again.
Well,
Okay. So let's start with Alba. Alba, you don't understand, silly, about the situation. It is, like you were more like, like the magical stuff was your bro's school. You were not in these schools. Alfonso, Okri said something interesting to you. It said that all mechanism works. This looks like it's off. Cullion, the way Okri spoke was basically stating that it's off. Maybe it needs energy. Ashelin, you guys don't have lyrium to put energy into this, but there is another energy that exists in the world that fuels magical abilities other than lyrium.
Blood?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, this should be real awesome. Okay.
Do you have any experience with mining, Okri?
He takes a deep breath and he says, I was from a smith cast, not a mining cast, but I can mine. All I need is a pick.
Well, that might be hard to find here.
I think there might be a way to open the store. But I am not sure that you will like it.
They used blood in the Tevinter Imperium, right?
Yes. So maybe we have to use blood to open this because we don't have any lyrium and Tevinter was using blood for magic.
Oriane says, I have seen some red lyrium from the road we came from.
No, let's not mess with that.
yes, isn't that the thing we're not supposed to touch?
Maybe we can find some lyrium shards if we trace back. And then
No,
maybe
let's
Okri
not
can
trace
help us.
back.
Alfonso, I understand your unwillingness to do spit the blood for magic, says Nathaniel. But if you go back, we may be captured by the Darkspawn.
Can't we make an
Callian
improvised
says,
pickaxe?
fuck it, and just cuts her hand open and drips the blood into the.
You're not a mage. Why do you think that would work with you?
It
Because
doesn't.
mages have respect for mage, not for normal people.
Except they can take blood from anyone, as far as I knew.
The door makes that clicking sound. The blood is dripped, and it starts to shine with this like blue magic. So
What was
And-
that?
I said
Alfonso?
that. Oh. Killian said, "What was that, Alfonso?" To Alfonso.
We shouldn't have done this.
Can everyone roll me
It was either
insight?
this or we go back and possibly get
Yes,
captured by
we had
Darkspawn.
we had to run away from Darkspawn. Now we might have to run away from
Fuck's
demons.
sake.
Alfonso 20, Alba 10, Ashlyn, roll me insight. Okay,
Nothing works today.
Orien, Alfonso and Ashlyn. Orien very disapproved what Kalen did. But
Okay.
Nathaniel actually, like, he didn't approve, but he liked the attitude.
Okay.
Ashlyn doesn't like. She rolls like shit. Like I think there's two things with Kalen. Either she rolls like hell or she rolls shit.
It's true. I either roll really
Yeah.
good or really, really shit. There's no in between.
The Nathaniel takes the bow and says, "Okay, we don't know where this is leading, so we should still draw our weapons and be on our guard." This
Yeah.
is
You never know when a demon will show up now.
the wardens do whatever it's necessary to stop.
Callian just rolls her fucking eyes.
The Nathaniel says like the wardens do whatever it's necessary to defeat Darkspawn.
Yes,
It's not the
we all know about that.
I'll do what's necessary to not die down here.
Not going to mention anything though.
I'm curious what did you mean by we all know about
If you
that?
want to die down here, go right ahead. But
Let's
I'm
just
not going to.
go.
Yes.
We don't have time for bickering. I'll pull out a bow too. 'Cause why the fuck not? I have it.
You pull your bow and like Nathaniel basically says like, okay, wait in front of Oriane, and he starts to regroup the group, and you guys find yourself in another different cave, but this time the voice of pardon, the sound of a water is coming. The strangely there's other voices or sounds coming from inside. It's a man who's talking, and a like a bit of a growl. Like the man is talking with something. That something talks. If it responds to the man, and it just it's just like the disgusting sound. The way you hear that being talk is like this. Like I talk, and imagine like right after I talk, you hear the same voice from like back of your head. It's that type of sound. And at the like the stones, there is actually a flag. The flag is a white flag, and there is a dragon and a snake on it that's facing each other.
Do we know this flag?
Everyone can roll me history.
Do we get any advantage for being nobles or something?
No.
I'm not gonna get anything today, am I?
History. Only Alfonso passes.
Oh.
Alfonso, Venatori.
Ah. Oh, what a coincidence.
What is this, Alfonso? Says Nathaniel immediately.
Suppose it's time for us to kill a few blood mages. Venatori are here.
How?
I don't know, do you want to ask them?
We will deal with this. They won't be friendly to us. And we shouldn't be friendly to them. They used us in the past. He looks kind of angry at the mention of Venatori. And he like does the follow me but slowly motion with his hands. And he's sneaking. Now, I am going to open the map. Hello. Can you guys see the map?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I know it's the
You
one
know
we
this
used
map from the
before.
past.
Yes.
Yes! I know this map.
You guys are here. And their Malia is also here. Okay. The Nathaniel basically says like he whispers, sorry. Couldn't talk today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I will try to be better. He whispers and says, "Let's be stealthy. There's an abomination there."
Really.
And he moves Oriane, Okri, and Gregor from the other side, along with Shadow. There is a woman that is tied to the rocks, and she looks like she's being passed out, and the man is basically like preparing her butcher knife. The wizard. He has a staff in his hand. Can everyone roll me stealth, please?
I apologize in advance.
Um,
Oh! Actually, that kind of worked. Oh my
Oh,
god!
Oh shit!
Yeah, Alfonso tripped on his dick. Too bad.
I didn't
Well, for
thought-
defense, we are mates. We are
Oh
not built
my
for
god.
stealth.
You have
Okay,
more stealth
I have to
modifier than
ask-
I do.
I have to ask. Do I know what weaknesses abominations have? How? I mean, I probably do, but you know.
Okay. OOC, I don't think they have a specific like I don't think they have a very specific weaknesses.
Yeah, they don't have any really terribly specific weaknesses. You just have to kind of
Any
the
resistance?
shit out of them until they die.
They're immune to poison, resistant to lightning, and they can't be poisoned, basically.
Okay.
They can see at dark. I'm basically giving you this information because of your past, by the way. Like, I'm not even asking for a roll. And they are, while they're quite tough, like their skin is very tough, they also can cast magic and do attacks with their claws. So, the group is slowly sneaking, okay? Like, I'm moving your tokens, but bear with me, I'm just basically trying to progress it. Alba Alba can feel her brother behind her, and Killian can feel Ashlyn is behind. So, like, at first, there was this small shake at the stone, causes a dust come on Ashlyn. And Ashlyn just can't, like, she just can't stop coughing. She and probably, like, I don't want to play your character for you, but probably you, like, immediately close your mouth.
Yeah, she will just try not to cough, but she will probably just
Start
cover her mouth
crying.
and try. Yeah, try to be as quiet as possible and stop the coughing.
And, like,
Oh, for God's sake.
and at that moment, like, the abomination looks and, like, Nathaniel, Killian, Alba, they're all the night. They can't be seen. Alfonso, like, you made a big mistake trying to hide behind a rock that doesn't fully cover you. You stopped, and abomination did saw you.
Right.
We will basically do initiative. Malia, you can also do initiative.
Put the order
Yep, I am. It is there.
select your token on the map. So you can, yeah.
Rolled really well.
Yes! Finally! I got a good one! And I'm gonna probably fail all my fucking rolls.
You don't know.
I think you didn't click on your token. Shauna, did you click on your token?
Hang on. I'll fix it. There we go. That one's better.
Wow.
Okay. It's even better. Heather, Jade, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are you gonna do an initiative? But first, please click on your character's token. I put it on the map.
Oh, sure. That's not a problem. I'll do that once Roll20 decides to wake up.
Ah, okay.
I might have to refresh the page.
Gotcha. I can roll for you if you want.
Okay, I fixed the problem. My mouse wasn't plugged in.
Okay. Click on your token and then roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. The turn order starts with, unsurprisingly, Kellyan.
Because of course it does.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me. That's about as far as she can get. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Ugh, she is shit with her bow, so we're not gonna do that.
Okay, what do you plan on doing?
I think.
Now, thanks to Christy, I'm used to listening music. And because of this weird, groovy voice, I'm like, why I feel like nothing is happening in the game?
I mean, there is sound.
No, I know, it makes me feel weird. That's why I need another sound.
Well,
I opened it I opened it on my own computer. But yeah, please continue, Kellyan.
Okay, yep, we're just gonna move right over here. That's about as far as she can get right now.
Okay. You moved. Are you going to do any other action? You can try to hide here.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, let's go ahead and hide. Because. No.
Roll me yourself, please.
You got it.
That's
Really?
right. Either the best or the worst.
That's the best of the worst. No in between.
Yeah. Alba, it's your turn. Your brother and Ashley kind of fucked up.
yeah.
It's turn to.
I'm gonna
It's
go
time to.
over here and take my shot.
Okay, who are you taking your shot at?
What is the red thingy over there?
This?
Yeah.
It's a wizard.
And this is the abomination, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the abomination. I have a question.
Okay.
If I shoot the bow, can I use the bonus action to shoot the hand crossbow?
No.
Why? Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna shoot on this guy and we'll see what I'll do after that. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Ah, good. Okay, so 6 damage.
Okay.
And oof. Now I'm going to rally. Well, I'm not gonna do it on Kellyan because he's supposedly hiding.
I think she's the only one you can do right now.
Oh, yes, you're right, because he's the only one I can see. Okay,
Like I think you can see your bro, but is it like does it have a
no, it has to
feet?
it has to be in line of sight. As far
You
as
can see your bro. Barely, but you can.
okay, so yeah, I'm gonna bolster my brother's resolve. You've done this before, bro. Kick his ass or something. So you get a 1d8 plus 1? Yeah.
Isn't it your charisma modifier?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn order. I presume it's done.
Uh, yes.
Malia. There are individuals who arrived and you heard a cough and you saw the abomination is just like going to do something to maybe possibly your saviors. Maybe your mom arrived, who knows? But the dude, the mage, is like he was right in front of you, then he turned his back. Your hands are tied, but your legs aren't.
Trip the motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. That's
What are you gonna do?
I mean, or kick a motherfucker in the balls.
Kicking balls or strangling him or trying to hold him with your legs, that is doable. He doesn't expect you to do that. You will have an advantage on this roll because his back is turned to you.
yeah. So that would be what, strength?
Absolutely.
All right.
Is it your power dice?
It is not. Holy shit!
Yes! This guy's balls are
Oh.
gonna go back
Wow.
up.
Okay. So tell me what you're
No
doing.
kids for him.
Yeah, like tell me what you're doing, and depending on that, I am gonna make you roll damage.
Okay. So what Malia is going to do, because she's seen her opportunity, she is going to just get a little bit closer to him, close enough that she can lash out and kick him right in the nuts.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
I need you to
girl.
roll
Get him.
a 1d8 plus your strength as damage.
1d8 plus.
Actually,
okay.
no. 1d8. It was normally, actually no, 2d4 because it's critical,
Mhm.
and your unarmed damage is 1d4. So 2d4 plus 4 because it's critical, and you gain your strength bonus as damage.
Mhm.
You have plus 2 at strength. Go right ahead. 2d4 plus plus 4.
Well, that's a sad
So-
roll.
Now he is gonna roll Constitution to not get stung.
Maybe he has some weird fetish. I don't know.
He doesn't. Okay. He is gonna be rolling shit with disadvantage for a turn because guess what? Unexpected kick in the nuts. That shit hurts.
That fucking hurts.
That fucking hurts a lot.
I mean, he just took 6 damage directly to the nuts. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Yes.
the pride of Dalish, you fucked up. You fucked up big. But there are still ways to, teach this Shemlen the pride of Dalish.
All right.
There should be a bone.
I don't know about that. I'm thinking about using spike growths because it's spiky and it's
Okay.
good.
What can you please post it? What does it do?
Sure. This is it.
I grow to center the point raised strike taunt. Oh, okay.
Yep. And I will
Cool.
just do it around here so it can just affect. Okay, it is a 20-foot radius
You
exactly.
can affect the
Yeah.
both of them. You can affect both
Yeah.
of them.
Just leaving the tied up woman out of the range. Yeah. I'll just do it in here.
Okay, let me draw a shape.
Are you in range?
She is.
Yeah, it's 150 feet
Damn.
range. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, spike growth. Spike growth is one of my favorite spells.
So
So
yeah, you did this, and they were like Alba and Kellyan, along with Molly. You can see like there's some spikes coming from the ground that is affecting both of them. And this guy is like holding his dick on the ground. He's like, "Oh my god!" And like he is also getting spiked by the ground. Also,
Getting kinkier by the minute.
exactly. Individuals here, there are some sounds. They're fighting with something that you guys can see. The Shadow, Gregor, and others, they're fighting with something as well.
okay.
It's the turn of Alfonso.
So you mentioned that abominations are resistant to poison damage, right?
Yes.
And to
But
lightning.
not to acid damage, right?
No.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the abomination, and I'm going to use Twin Spell so I can cast it twice on it.
He is out of sight, by the way. You need to get him sight to do it. There is
Oh.
a small rock here.
Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, I
move
can-
your
I-
ass.
I can move a bit. Let me. Yeah, I clicked on weird stuff.
Go like
Also-
here or something.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
second. I want to also tell Özlem that you didn't also move your character. Just so you know, you can move your character, also cast spell.
Okay, I will just get a little bit closer. But
30 is your... You can come here if you want.
30, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there is an obstacle here, I cannot go over
It's fine,
there.
it's fine. Here.
No. I was wondering if I can just hold on. Let me show. If I can just go over there to see what is going on over here.
No, you can't. There's an
Yeah,
obstacle.
there is an obstacle. Yeah. So I will just move here.
Okay.
Is the bonus he gets on the damage or the thing? On the damage, right?
It's on the damage, yes. Okay, you succeeded on Chromatic Orb.
Both of them
Roll your
hit.
damage. Yes, both of them hit.
Okay, it didn't roll right.
Hmm?
No, it did. It's 19 damage, and then I'm
Don't
going to-
forget the d8 plus 1.
Okay. So 25 plus 19 plus 1d8 plus 1. Okay.
25, 19.
And 7.
Damn, dude. That's a lot of damage.
Acid damage.
Yeah. So, like, everyone can see that this fucking abomination just got shit on with acid, and it's like pelt or whatever the fuck that thing has on it. It's melting very slowly, and it roars in rage. It's the turn of Nathaniel, who's gonna shot the shit out of that abomination in the head. Abomination has an arrow in his head. It's
Oh, yeah,
still
I'm-
walking.
I'm just going to use my bonus action to summon my sword, by the way.
Okay. By the way, didn't you use the twin spell to?
Yes, does that take a bonus action?
You need to check it and tell me.
No,
I thought it was.
It says when you cast a spell, you can spend sorcery points to do that. Doesn't
Then
say
it's
it's a
fine.
bonus
You
action.
still have your bonus action. That's fine.
Okay.
That fucking abomination has a arrow in his head. It's still walking. It's right in the eye. It's still walking. So, Alba, you are the closest motherfucker right there.
What's
Let's
right
see.
there? Oh,
You're the closest motherfucker near it, so it's coming near you. By moving, this means this abomination needs to take another 2 for
2d4, yeah.
2d4. A lot of damage, guys. A lot of damage.
please miss me, please miss me, please miss me so I can fuck you up.
So, it's gonna use Burning Hands.
Fuck.
Oh.
Let's see. The 15-foot cone. 3d6 fire damage. Okay, let's see who's in the 15-foot cone.
I think we're all in except Galleon.
Yep. No, Alfonso isn't, but my dear Daily is.
Oh, shit.
Ah, shit. But please roll me.
Just barely.
It just barely. Please roll me your dex save, everybody.
Okay.
What's the DC?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Fuck.
I'm
getting
going to
pounded.
roll as
Yeah,
soon
I'm
as-
getting pounded.
Hold on. Roll 20 is acting up. I cannot roll anything. I cannot see my sheet. So. Amitan, can you roll it for me because I cannot.
No,
I have to refresh the page.
no problem. With pleasure.
I don't know why, but that sounded a bit scary.
You passed.
Oh, nice.
So, Christine, you took 14. Don't hate me. Dice was good. Valendra, you took 7. Fire damage.
Okay. Oh, I'm burning, right?
Yeah, you are burning.
Okay. Do I have to?
Let's see. I don't think you guys have any flammable objects on you, so you're fine.
Yeah. Maybe the armor, but it's. I don't suppose it's
No, you're
too
fine.
flammable.
It's
Okay.
you're wearing a leather armor. The dude who is on the fucking ground and holding his dick, he gets up. He moves. To here, because, he can only move here. He takes 2d4 damage.
Don't
I rolled
forget
like
his
shit.
disadvantage.
Yeah, he's at disadvantage, I know. So, he is gonna. What was the name of that magic that I prepared?
Oh, great. I'm gonna
No, I'm
die
kidding.
on this session
I
too.
am literally fucking with you. I didn't prepare shit. I was just curious if you would be, like scared.
What do you think, motherfucker?
He's gonna, do a thing. Let's go with it. Let's go with that. He's gonna do an acid arrow on Alba.
Someone else hit him in the balls? Of course he's gonna retaliate on me, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
she can't do any magic. All she can do is to hit him with the balls. I am gonna roll his range attack. Just a second.
Ah, fuck. What kind of attack is that? It's magic, right?
Yes,
Yep.
16. Does it pass your AC?
Nope.
He failed.
Hmm.
That doesn't help me though, because he's in a distance, so I can't do much.
Basically, what happened is like
I
he
can't,
throws
but I
this.
can.
Yeah, like he throws this like very weird acid arrow and it explodes here.
Wait,
top-
I'm gonna taunt the motherfucker. If I remember the fucking nice shot, asshole.
he says some shit in different language that you don't understand, but it's not a nice thing. It's not a cool thing. That language is probably like a Tevinter language, and he's calling you "shut up, bitch." Okay, now is the turn of one and only. Do or die. Kill you.
Come on, kill the motherfucker. Kill him goodly.
He's coming up here. He's gonna fucking stab a motherfucker.
Okay.
Do the spikes affect her too?
I need to check that shit.
I didn't read anything about that, but it might do friend fire.
When a creature moves
No.
into or within area, yes, sadly it does.
Yeah.
You must make a wisdom check.
No.
You know, if they don't see it, they might. They need to do a wisdom check.
So, I'm gonna roll the damage that you took, but you're doing a, attack with advantage because you came out of stealth. And this applies for your sneak attack.
Sneak attack!
Yep. Hit me with
3.
the damage.
Just 3.
Okay.
It's like, is that it? Is that this great Grey Wardens can offer me as a challenge? What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna give you guys the game. You guys can do. Just the story is yours, guys. Story is yours. Go, roll me that critical because you had advantage. Roll me that critical. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Oh wow.
So, do you say any last words? This dude had
Surprise,
30 HP.
motherfucker.
Okay, like 30 HP. That's it. That the Abomination was the real mofo. But like I was expecting you guys to go on Abomination and be like, okay, let Amachan just do casty stuff. No, Killian just jumps like literally. Okay, like I am gonna say this from here. She was here, right? Like she was just here. She goes here, and you see that like very small thing here, right here. That's that's a stone that is like 1 meter high. She jumps, uses her agility as an elf, jumps, and like she puts the rapier to that motherfucker's head, and and it's like the other knife just cuts his head off clean. The momentum basically like just handles everything. His head falls. And if
Blood
she was
squirts
like a pro
everywhere.
gamer, and if she was a pro gamer in 2021, she would say GG.
And teabag
That's how clean that was.
and
And she
teabag
was
the corpse, right?
No, she would even say easy. Like, okay. Malia, what's your reaction to this craziness that happened in front of you?
Holy shit. Uh, yeah, no, actually, really, it's pretty much holy shit. She's been with this group of people for a while. They've been torturing her. She was just gonna kick that guy's ass and run. And now, now he is dead. And now the question is, did this crazy lady with the rapier come to save her? Or is she gonna get caught up, in somebody else's, mission to, kill the abomination and the people controlling it? So, yeah, running still seems like the best option.
Okay. It's the turn of Alba.
Well, let's sort this motherfucker. Du-du-du-du. Oh my god. Action surge. Because this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous.
I hate, like, I reward fucking. I'm not gonna take your sword out of your hand, but you need that sword to be repaired. Just saying. Like, it's gonna do the same shit. It just looks very bad. It, like, you hit him, and it came to his shoulder where, like, there was the acid, and, like, you're like, I'm sure I didn't do any damage, but I know I fucked my sword up.
Does 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright, so 10 slashing, and also I'm going to use a superiority die to use the maneuvering attack technique so that Kallian can go up to half her distance and attack this motherfucker without provoking an opportunity attack. So
She
can attack again using a reaction, pretty much.
Oh, wow, okay then.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
That's what I do, bitch! I'm the tactics motherfucker!
Okay, Kellian, you can't actually come near this guy again because the Orlesian,
Yeah,
not Orlesian,
that's half for movement.
yeah, Ravani bitch just said, Ravani noble bitch just said, oh, you can do this. Yo. And you're like, I already killed one asshole, why not another one? You had advantage because you were attacking from his back, but not, you can only do one sneak attack a turn. So this will just
Yep.
be
Unfortunately, it's just a regular attack. Well,
With advantage though, so.
Will it be another critical? Fucking
Fucking
nearly.
close! Fucking
Like,
close!
I am not. I was thinking like maybe Michelle, you can give a knife that does like 19 as a critical. I'm not giving that shit to you. I'm not giving that shit to you. No. You roll that hammer, go right ahead. Okay. So 35. No, 50, 60. 79. Okay, he is nearly dying. It's like very close. And it's a turn of Malia. I don't think there's a lot of things you can do, Malia, but I trust your creativity.
I mean, you
You're
can just run.
tied. You're tied. No, she can't. She can't move.
She can crawl.
she's tied to a rock. She can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's tied to the rock.
Yeah. So, there's not a lot she can do. God, I wish Vicious Mockery was on my spell list, but it's not.
I hate that spell.
I love it.
Why? It's good.
Good spell.
Should she try anything, or she isn't capable?
Okay. to the best of my knowledge, does that guy have the key that will get me out of these things?
He is very far away. You can't reach him, sadly. Like, not very far, like, you can't reach him with your legs.
Right, right.
You're tied. So, tied to a wall through your hands.
But, okay, so, like, with rope or with chains?
Chains.
Okay, so, my thought is, if he has the key,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I can get these people to let me out.
Okay. That makes sense. That's a good way of thinking.
So, she's going to shout in her most helpless maiden voice. Somebody, please! Get the key! Get the key off the mage!
If you want to roll for that, I am giving you advantage for that beautiful voice.
Priorities, man.
I will roll for that.
Performance.
Ooh, performance, okay.
Here you go. Here.
She is a helpless maiden. Okay. This is the turn of our dear Ashelin.
Okay, the abomination is nearly dying, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm going to move here and then just cast Thunder Wave.
Okay, what's Thunderwave do?
I shared with you. Just shooting a cone of thunder from
This is
my
going,
hand.
Yes, this is going to hit all of us.
Yeah,
Yep, this will hit all of us.
yeah, it may hit
Okay.
all of the.
Okay, then let me rethink this. Can we hear sounds from here still? From the
Can I ask something? That thing with the spikes, she doesn't still need to maintain that, right?
no,
Yeah.
it requires concentration, but I can just
What?
get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no one there. But
Mhm.
you could go check up on the maiden, you know. Who's
I cannot just make it to her in just whether I was here and see. Yeah.
You can
I
make
cannot
it
make it
close.
to-
You can make it close to the mage, though.
You can
You
use a
have to see if
dash
he's got
action.
keys.
Yeah, you can make a dash action to go near the mage.
We are talking about
Dash.
this thing. I know.
We're talking about the dead
Dash
one here.
means a dash means you do double your action.
Okay. Then I will do that, and I will just get rid of the
Spikes.
what was it? Spikes. Yeah.
Okay, you come near there, you double your movement speed.
Mhm.
In your like free action, you kind of check the dude, and you find a key.
Okay. Oh, so I was here. Okay, I will just get the key and go to this woman who was tied up and rescue her.
Your action kind of ends with your key near.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't open it, and it's a turn
Mhm.
of dear Alfonso.
Well, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to attack the abomination with the green flame blade. And just because it's an abomination, I'm going to use my last sorcery point to use the twin spell and attack it twice with it.
He,
I
al-
want
he
to
also
make
has
sure it's going to
advantage,
die.
so overkill, man.
Yes, that is the point. It's supposed to be overkill. Okay, I guess
Huh?
that does not hit. But
does.
that's fine. That's why I used twin spell.
It does hit.
Oh, good. 13 plus 17.
Your first
30
hit-
damage.
Your first hit kills it.
I don't
It
care.
falls
man,
to the
hit me
ground.
again.
You hit it again. Your cool mage robe is literally at old blood. Now, can everyone roll me, except Ashlyn, DC 13, please?
And
Sure.
a specific saving throw?
Yes,
Which one?
DC 13 Dexterity saving throw.
Fuck!
No, you don't need to do it, Molly. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
I wish it would have been Constitution.
Dear Kalian is just like too fast. She fucks off, jumps back. Only the acidic blood kind of comes at her hand, and she just takes 4 damage. The other two, you guys failed, as basically what happens is like the Alfonso hits once, then it's again in the second that that thing touch with the blade, it explodes. 8 more damage. It's like the demon violently left that body in a burst of blood and bone. And combat is over.
Overkill, brother.
And
Overkill.
this, kids, is why we don't do blood magic.
Nathaniel very slowly goes towards the others, and the others actually is. We're fine. We're fine. There was another abomination, says Okri. It is very dwarfy voice.
Okay, then I will go and take the key and save this woman who was tied up, Malia.
Ashlyn, wait, says Nathaniel.
Yes, we don't know why she's tied up there. This is a bit suspicious.
Considering the looks of these people, I'd assume that they were planning on using her as a blood sacrifice.
We can ask her. Nathaniel very slowly comes near Mally. While he comes near, what you see is a man who he has a black hair, it's long, he has a beard right under his chin, pardon, not chin, his lip.
Soul patch, we call it.
Yeah, kinda handsome, not that much. One by one, let's start with Lucas. Can you guys also describe your characters, please? And then we will hear Mally describing her character.
Okay. Alfonso is tall. He has a long black hair and
It's not
olive
black, it's
skin.
brown.
Brown hair, whatever, olive skin, and he's dressed in mage robes, and he has a staff on one hand and a light sword on the other.
Let's continue with the other twin.
Alba is tall, brown hair, green eyes, olive skinned. Looks pretty similar to Alfonso. Full plate armor, big sword. Lots of confidence. Yeah.
Big dick energy.
Big dick energy, yes.
Ashlyn.
She's a typical Dalish elf with red hair. She's not too tall. She's slender like other elves. She carries a staff and wears Dalish mage armor. And she has gray eyes, and one eye is half brown, half gray.
Hellion.
Alien is wearing leather armor, blonde hair that's braided back out of her face, green eyes. Has a small tattoo under her left eye. And is currently covered in the blood of the mage that had been holding Malia captive.
Exactly. Malia?
Malia is about average height. She has long blonde hair that I imagine looks fairly dirty right now. Scrawled over her shoulders. She is wearing not mage robes really, but some light clothing over what appears to be some kind of mage armor. And she is tied to the stone and unarmed.
There are 4 more individuals, 5 more individuals. One of them was Nathaniel. There is an Orlesian woman. It's obvious she's Orlesian because she is carrying like this. She has that like armor that has lion on them, and you know who she is. As a fellow Orlesian, you heard the disgrace, Deshalon, the cousin of Gaspard and Empress Celine's traitorous cousin. Gaspard and Floran. I posted her photo at the scene chat. Now, there is another elf. She is dressed with revealing clothes. She is holding 2 knives. And then there is this another dwarf. There's the dwarf, who is probably the oldest individual in the group. Lastly, there is this, you don't know where he is from, maybe Ferelden, maybe Orlais, maybe Freemarches. Very, a dude who is obviously bought your I am the maiden that needs to be saved attitude. He's looking at you with this, you need to be saved eyes.
Gallant hero.
He
The
drank,
gallant
your,
hero.
he drank your Kool-Aid.
He drank your Kool-Aid, and he's like, oh, he says, she surely needs like she's an aid.
You mentioned before that Malia would recognize me.
If
Would
you
I
gave your
know
name.
who she is?
You wouldn't know who she is, but if you gave your name, she would know your name. You guys are the different circles.
Okay.
But Nathaniel comes near you. And he says, what was your problem with as he shows the abomination and the group, not when I say the group, the mage, and then he shows the Venatori flag.
I was on my way to Amaranthine with another group of wardens. We were ambushed. I don't know what happened to them. I don't even know how long I've been here, really. It seems like days.
Your name.
Malia de Sarvia.
Oh, see, does she has a thick Orlesian accent?
Yes, she does.
Now, Nathaniel turns to Orion, and Orion actually nods. She was sent by the divine, Orion says. I received her letter. Nathaniel says, "You are that mage, then?"
Yes.
Alfonso, do you know her?
I believe I have heard of her name before. Yes. We did not share the same circle.
Alfonso, can you make sure she's not? Can you? Do you have that spell? I think it's called Detect Thoughts.
Yes, I can do that.
I am glad. I want to make sure she's not lying.
Okay. If you're not lying, I assume this won't be very difficult. But if you are,
Or we'll see. She isn't lying. So, if you want, we can say you detected that she wasn't lying.
okay.
That's too
Well, it does seem like her words are true.
Nathaniel nods to Ashlyn. As in, like you can open her.
I'm going to cast the green flame blade on my sword again and burn the Venatori flag by touching my sword on it.
You burn the
So
the
dramatic.
corpse.
I will just go and just free the maiden in distress.
Before we listen Mally a bit more, can some of you research this place? I wonder why Venatori is capturing wardens now.
Sure.
Well, I'm not very good at investigating, but if
Then
you'd
you can
allow
help
me, I really need to repair my sword.
If it's
Acid,
kind of-
acid blood isn't very good for blade
be.
maintenance.
People, those who want to roll investigation, please do. Those who want to talk with Malia, please do.
Oh, that's great. I guess I'm going to go talk with Malia then.
Yeah, I think too. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, let me try. Yeah,
Mace.
Of course.
We are all, I think.
So, Kelly and you're doing again quite well, while others are sucking at it.
Not my job.
Why is this happening? It was a tiresome fight. That's why.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys RP with Malia. Ask any questions that you guys want to ask to her, and then I will tell Kellyan what she finds. So go right ahead if you guys have any questions to PC. Ask.
So, when did you set off from Orlais? Do you remember the date?
Yeah, and Malia would be able to give you the date.
Can I determine how long ago that was, Ahmed-chan?
2 weeks ago. Oh, see, you were captured for 3 days, Malia. You don't know it, you can't be sure, but 3 days.
Alright.
Give or take.
That was 2 weeks ago. So, Uh, Warden Howe, when was her group expected to return to Amaranthine?
A week ago. But you know, if she came by sea, you never know when this ship is going to arrive. They say probably in 2 weeks. But
What did
oh,
these
go on.
Venatori tell you? Or ask you?
They wanted to know about a woman named Calpurnia.
Who was she? Someone you knew? Or someone important?
I mean, do
My
we know
mother.
her?
Allegedly.
Roll me
I mean,
history, but like you need to roll well, very
Really?
well.
I think that it's after what happened in Inquisition. I think this was pretty obvious for everyone. But okay,
Were
Well,
you in
I'm-
Inquisition?
isn't she the one who was leading the Venatori?
Yes, she was.
So
Well, I'm a Dalish, so I probably don't know that shit about Inquisition and stuff.
Well, you know, Alfonso can have a brain fart every now and then, you know. It happens.
Like after what you said, I was gonna say 15 is okay, but you botched. Killian,
wow.
pardon, Ashlyn doesn't know as well.
Warden Howe, if we are to find the rest of the wardens, we need to retrace their footsteps, when they were taken and from where. Why were they led here? But the positive thing is that if they were here, there's probably a way out, so not everything is bleak.
Were there others, Malia?
They were when we started out. I don't know what happened to them.
No. I'm not talking about the wardens. Was there anyone else other than these two?
Uh, she rubs her head. Yeah, there was an elf. She had a mask over part of her face, like they wear in Orlais.
Oh, see, her name was Raven. You heard it. The darkspawn thing was talking to her.
Someone called her Raven.
do you know if they were planning on using you as a blood sacrifice?
I would imagine so.
Hmm.
They said I was useless, and knives were being sharpened. There was one other. I
One
couldn't.
other.
I couldn't get a good look at his face. It was in shadows. My mind. My mind played tricks on me.
Hmm.
He looked absolutely monstrous.
Monstrous how? Can you describe?
His face was deformed. Scarred, maybe, or burned. It was hard to say. It was partially covered.
Warden Howe,
Yes, Alfonso.
the Venatori are involved again with all this, and you really don't think there's any chance that it has anything to do with Corypheus again? Maybe he was not killed properly.
There were. Remember, when we were leaving, there were members of the Inquisition. We should talk to them when we return. They know the Inquisition. They know the Corypheus better than we do. And they knew Venatori better than we do. If the Venatori is taking wardens and recruits. It is becoming a problem.
And it's not the first time it happens.
Quite a
Wait, it's
coincidence
not?
that they would be here while this is happening.
What did you say, Alba?
But there are Inquisition members here in Amaranthine while this is happening. Is this a coincidence?
I said he was not
Seems more
involved.
suspicious.
I said he was not involved with the reasons of why the Inquisition was here. That is the. I think they were coming here to talk with Mr. He was about to say Mr. Kuzlin, the warden commander. I was not informed to why that they were here.
You should find out. I think.
Let's see if now we can find a way out.
We need to see if we can find any traces of the wardens, though.
Amachan, the corpses in the earlier chambers we encountered were like a couple of weeks old.
They were a couple of weeks old, yes. But when you say like we need to find what happened to the warden,
They were wardens, not recruits.
Alba
Okay.
actually like you see Nathaniel taking a deep breath and like with his finger pointing the abominations.
Oh. Are you sure?
He takes a deep breath and says, Venatori have ways of using non-mages and Grave Wardens and turning them into abominations. That's why they explode in death.
They do that?
Yes.
The more you know. Well, in that case, let's get out of here.
Yeah. The Gregor comes near Molly and says, My lady, if you need help, please, give your arms, I will help you.
Where's the Barkster, by the way? We haven't talked about the Barkster.
Barkster is basically, like, has a muzzle to make sure he's not biting, even though he's, educated. The Mabari dogs are, their lives are valued.
Yeah, I'll
And
give him some fish.
He eats the fish
Because
like no
poor
tomorrow.
Popper, he's been through a lot.
You say like he's been through a lot, but like he seems to be someone who's very happy with the friends he made along the road in the story.
Well, yeah, but you know.
He does just doing what he's told, and he's very happy being a useful dog.
Exactly, he gets treats and stuff like sausages and shit, so he's very happy. It's like, probably like the Orien and the others kind of like had him fight, so like there's some blood on his like cheeks, but like when he smiles, it's a huge grin and he is just very cute. OOC, Jade Baxter is a Mabari dog with the group.
Yay!
Yeah, he's the best boy.
Yes.
So, Malia, I take it you've met with Divine Victoria then.
Yes.
Interesting.
You are the Knight Enchanter, are you not?
Yes, I am.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, a pleasure to make her acquaintance as well. Hopefully,
Malia will start gathering up her things
You find your armor and you find the torch, your necklace. Like you don't have a special necklace, but you have a necklace.
Mhm.
You find those things at there, and finally you find your beautiful staff. Gregor helps you get dressed.
Of course he
Like a gentleman, though. Like he doesn't mean any flirting at all. He is just happy to help.
does.
The champion of the people.
Like a
Gregor.
puppy.
Jid smiles at him. Ah, thank you, Gregor.
No problem. And if you are a posh Orlesian, he does indeed smells like a wet Mabari.
There's a wet Mabari right there that also smells like a wet Mabari, I'll bet.
Like the I think it was in the Leilana's DLC.
Mm-hmm.
They say like, what is these with Freldins? They smell like wet Mabari or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
So, yeah.
Dorian also had a bad habit of comparing Fereldins to Wet Mabari.
Yeah.
I love you, Dorian, but come on, man.
Yeah, but
You
he's a
need to be-
vent. Who cares?
Vent.
He's a vent.
So, Kelly, you were looking around, and you do find a lot of reports of spy reports. In the city of Amarantine, there was a spy. His name is not mentioned, but it's said that he gathered reports, and he's working for someone named Raven. Reports are predominantly about Grey Wardens, mages, and the Ferelden as a whole, but like mostly Grey Wardens.
Yeah, she's gonna bring those over to Nathaniel and kind of quietly just slip them into his hand. You need to look at these.
He gets a look at them and nods. Seems you can't trust someone who works for money. These are given by the Dark Wolf. It seems he betrayed us.
Who?
Unsurprising. The Dark Wolf. He is a local legend. He puts the papers to his, armor, inside of his armor, and then he says he was a information gatherer and a spy that worked for us in the past. It seems now he's also selling information to Venatori. I know of his sigil wherever I go.
I guess spies aren't very trustworthy, are they?
Well, that's
Well-
a surprise.
He did
Are they
help
supposed
us.
to be?
No. He did help us a great deal in the past. This was indeed unexpected because his word was a lot to Vigil's keep. Let's say it that way. And he isn't privy to information that I didn't think anyone else was privy. Yeah, you were all right. You need to find a way out immediately.
Oh,
Then let's get to looking.
we'll need to lead the way.
So, at this road, at this cave, there is actually like a wind coming from one side, and the more you guys go out, like go towards the wind, in the end, actually, you guys find yourself at the surface. The welcoming of sun is just a thing that you guys wouldn't think you would have missed, but some of you may have missed sun. It's warming light that it comes to your skin is just very welcoming. That didn't existed in the deep roads.
Yeah, it might take a moment and take it in. Seeing
Yeah.
what a
Kelly's
good
still
role
kind of
player
shade her
I am.
eyes.
I'm fucking enjoying the sun.
I bet it also hurts because
Yeah.
you know we spend so much time in darkness that
Yeah.
our eyes probably hurt.
Well, my eyes are gonna be closed. I'm just gonna,
Especially,
you know,
Callian, because, dark vision.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
you close your eyes and look to the sky and allow the sun to wash over you and shit with its warmth and all that crap. Yeah, that's what Alba is doing.
Ashlyn will just take deep breaths, I think, and shed a tear or two, seeing daylight.
Malia shields her eyes with her arm. The sun's very, very bright. And it's been a while since she's been able to breathe fresh air or feel the sun. So as much as she is uncomfortable, she doesn't really. She doesn't really seem to show it, aside from just sitting down, stopping to rest a moment, unironically touch grass.
So, how far would we be from Calhirol?
You aren't very. You asked this, okay. Nathaniel, Nathaniel looks around and he says, "We are 2 days away from our city. Not the Amaranthine, I mean, the keep. And probably 1 day away from Calhirol. Orion, you need to go to Calhirol and inform them what happened in the deep roads. They need to be careful." The Orion, in a very thick French accent, says yes. And she says, "Should I leave immediately?" And he says, "No, no, no. We will probably find guards at the road. It is at a distance. I know these lands."
Will they be able to send over our horses to the keep?
Yes. Actually, no, but Oriane will. She nods again. After a bit getting rest, what you guys see is that the Nathaniel makes sure to mark the entrance. Writes like some sort of writing there. Writes like D, and A, and he explains why he does this. Basically, it is a symbol for other Grey Wardens to read, as the entrance is dangerous. And after that is done, he is going to lead the group towards the keep. At the middle of the road, you guys meet with, the Silver Guard, who actually gives you their horses. So can everyone roll me, except Kallian, by the way? Kallian and Malia. Except you two, everyone roll me Constitution.
Ah, shite.
Is it a saving throw
Oh.
or just Constitution?
Saving throw.
Okay, I just.
They rolled again.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Oh,
How
I'm
did
being
you
shit.
better than me?
So, while you guys are walking, actually you feel tired for some reason. You don't know why, but you feel tired.
Oh, shit.
I would just lean on my staff and just take a moment to close my eyes and Is it like a headache? I will try to shake that
Yeah.
feeling if I can. Okay.
It is a headache.
I'll just try to gather myself together for a moment and just stop right there.
You guys continue, and it takes probably a day and a half to arrive at the Visual Keep. Are you guys gonna like talk with anyone? Say anything to any NPC at the camp that you guys created at the one of the days that it took 1.5 days, so you guys created one camp. Do you guys gonna play the camp or just move on to the Visual Keep?
I don't mind.
Was Aselwyn being unwell? Is it something obvious?
Ashlyn, is it obvious? Do you make it obvious?
I don't call out to anyone, but
No,
she will just if any.
I mean, is it noticeable?
It's not yet.
Okay.
She doesn't complain, by the way. She will just try to brave it through because she thinks it's due to exhaustion and the shock that she lived through, and she's just trying to be strong about it.
Yeah, nothing to do with the blood. Totally.
If she doesn't sense it's been something like that, she will not even say anything.
So, Malia, what kind of magic do you specialize on?
Healing magic.
That's useful.
Are you a spirit healer? Asks Shadow.
She shakes her head. No.
She knows.
Shadow is a bit scared of mages, just so you know.
Good to know.
Who is scared of mages?
Shadow.
Scared
I have
might
a
not be the
handful.
right word. Wary might be more accurate.
I know. Or
I know.
are you actually scared?
I am not scared. Why I would be scared of someone who I can actually fight back. But I am quite wary of magic. It is again a sword without a hilt.
Well, that's why knight enchanters always get killed. Someone needs to control the sword.
I heard an elf in Kirkwall who was the first enchanter. I have seen him talk and argue with Templars about defending other mages, but in the end a mage just destroyed half of the city and created chaos.
Is it the one that Varric talks about in the book? In his book,
Yes.
Day of the Champion?
Yes.
Orsino, I believe was his name.
She's nodding.
Not really common for elves to be first enchanters. He was probably very good with what he did.
Just goes to show you that one man's actions can create a lot of problems.
Well, he was good until he decided to do what he did at the end.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the enchanter. I was talking about the prick who blew up the chantry.
Well,
Desperation's a
Chanter did
terrible
something
thing.
similar. What?
Desperation is a terrible thing. It causes us to do things we otherwise wouldn't.
Out
I
of
feel like the
character,
Chanter wasn't very
I have a question. Out of
desperate when it
character.
killed everyone in the circle, I guess.
Just a second. Alfonso, what did you say at first? Say that one.
I said that I don't think the Chanter was very desperate when it killed everyone at the circle in revenge.
Okay.
That's what I
Now-
wanted to ask. Did this happen
Mhm.
as a result of all this crap?
Yes, the mages rebelled and they were massacred.
Well,
Right of annulment.
the circle in Revane was destroyed because it was more open, so the Chanter thought it was mostly a falsate and decided to kill everyone. There wasn't an actual reason
Oh, okay.
to do that.
Then you probably know that they were apostates there. But you were from Ravane, so you know that's not true. So you're right.
Yeah.
This person's actions costed many lives of his fellow mages too. In our country, everyone was massacred.
Maybe they deserved. Says Shadow.
No, they did not deserve it.
How do you know?
No one deserves to be treated like
I
that.
know that because I was there. I spent
can-
years in that circle. I know they did not deserve it.
I
You know they use the same rhetoric against city elves. Why would you even say that?
It's not about elves. I'm just don't trust magic. That's all.
Does
Yes, and they say the same thing about us.
Would you be happy if someone went and killed
Quarantined and
every one of your
alienated.
friends without any excuse? Shadow.
They have done that to us.
Then you should be more understanding.
I think I should
Why do you
be.
think I'm standing here defending you?
I was
We're
talking to
talking
Shadow.
about Shadow, not you.
Yeah.
I feel like I should think what I want to think before.
Not if
someone
what you
tells
think
me.
is stupid.
Shut the fuck up. Who do you think you are to tell me? Some privileged noble prick?
No, I'm talking as someone who used to be at this circle and knew everyone there. And now I know that everyone is killed for no reason other than the Chandra being self-righteous.
That maybe they did something. You can't possibly know if there's something wrong.
Because the Chantry never lied about anything
No,
To
Chandra lies
justi-
about
to-
everything
to-
all the time.
to justify their actions. Listen,
No.
Shadow, the same way that you were born an elf, and because of it you're mistreated in many places, the same way mages are born the way they are. Neither of you have a choice, but you should have a better understanding of the situation that both of you are in.
Mages do have abilities to summon demons if they're not controlled. Elves don't. They're basically discriminated because
What do you think the Dalish elves do with their mages? They don't lock them in towers and force them to prove
Magic-
themselves.
they educate them.
Anything
Yes.
can be a weapon, even if it's magic or a sword or a dagger. If you use it without education or you use it with wrong intentions, it becomes a weapon and it becomes a danger to everyone. I don't think magic is any different than your daggers in that sense. And not every mage is actually just a walking threat. It doesn't happen with Dalish. It doesn't happen, I think, with Magi circles that often.
I can tell you one thing, Shadow. had my brother been in that circle during that massacre, I would have been a lot more dangerous than every single one of the ones that were slaughtered.
What do you mean?
Take it as you will.
The Oriane kind of like raises her hand and says, "Please don't threaten each other, recruits. That's not okay."
I didn't threaten anyone.
Oriane gives you a look that basically says, "I know you did," but like her
Only
eyes
I
kind of get
didn't.
locked on you.
You don't understand. I don't think you understood what I was saying,
Okay,
Akutun.
then I misunderstood.
What
did
I
you
was
say?
saying is that if Alfonso was in the circle and slaughtered,
Mhm.
I would have done something a lot more dangerous than what the mages there were doing. But it's pretty much a threat towards the Chantry, not towards Shadow or anyone
Mhm.
else here.
More powerful people than you tried.
It's not about
But I am-
success.
I am not a fan of Chantry, no more than you do.
Who's saying that?
Shadow, I'm not a fan or don't defend what they do. I actually don't like Chantry. I think they're full of lies and they control people.
So you only like it when they kill mages?
No, I simply state that there may be reasons, but I simply state magic is dangerous and mages need control.
They create the reasons. If you back up a rat in a corner, what's it gonna do? You create a situation and then you provide a solution for the problem you created. That's how it's always been.
Oh, it's not like that. Mages do need to be controlled. But
Within reason, brother.
yes, within reason.
The
There's no
Dalish
need
don't
to kill
control their
everyone.
mages.
There's no
I
need
think-
to kill everyone just because they are a bit more free than the rest of the world.
So, would you think, Kellyan, that the Asherlin is a example mage?
Well, seems that she's capable, and at least from what I've seen,
I have seen her cutting her finger to create do something when we were fighting with Darkspawn.
What?
you watched me cut my hand and
No.
open a door.
I'm talking about Ashlyn. Ashlyn, how are you feeling when like a couple of the heads turn towards you slowly?
Sorry, I just cut off. What did you say? What?
Shadow basically told
did
everyone
you?
what she saw, that Ashlyn cut her hand and did magic
Jesus.
with it.
She's just looking at everyone like, okay. How was everyone's reactions, by the way? Sorry, Alfonso. I
Is
mean,
that-
Lucas.
Is that true?
I used a bit to just make the magic more powerful, yes. But that is not what I did. Exactly. I mean, I did not do anything that we fought against. That is different than what I did.
I'm just going to stay silent. I'm. Who's the point?
What did you say, Lucas? I couldn't hear it.
She says, "I'm just gonna stay silent. I am disappointed."
Okay.
Maybe the Daily should have better control. Do you know?
I have to let you all know this, that what I do, what I believe in, and what I know of was taught by my keeper. Yes, but I know what I am doing, and I am not, using it. I'm hearing myself. So.
Someone
And I'm not using it to
Shayna, it's on
make.
She moved
the-
herself. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, Uza.
Okay. And I did not do. Okay, I will just start from. I'm sorry. Everything I told, I know, and I can. I say, sorry. Everything I know is told by my keeper to me, and I know what I'm doing because I know the consequences, and I am not doing what you are afraid of regarding of that kind of magic. Blood is a fool as a source, like a lyrium, and I'm just using it, and it is just my blood to enhance some of the spells I do sometimes. But I was
Lyrium doesn't attract demons.
I am taking all the precautions that I know of, what my keeper told of. If you use it with right intentions, and if you're careful with it, there is nothing wrong because it is also a source for magic. Yes. But I had to because we were going to be overwhelmed and possibly maybe just be drawn up among those dark spawn. So where was I going to use it if not there?
First of all, do you really think it made any difference?
I would like to believe yes.
Have you ever faced a demon?
Oh,
She-
see, no, you were not. But
Yeah.
you have, you know what demons are. You know what spirits are. The Dalish doesn't think there's good or evil spirits. They're just spirits in the Fade.
She'll just take a few moments to pause and think, and no, I did not. But I know what they are capable of.
Before becoming full mages at the circle, we have to go through the harrowing. We need to face a demon. I know what that is like. It's not pleasant. You say you know what a demon is like, but you never even faced one. How can you risk something like this? How can you
You
not be
have
afraid?
you studied a lot of knowledge in the circle, Alfonso. And you know a lot about many things that I am not aware of regarding history of the nations and places that I've never seen. But I know for sure that you studied those many things and did not see them yourself. How can you be so sure they're
I
right?
can't. But I can be sure of this thing, though.
Whatever is being taught with the Dalish is working. All keepers and myself is an example to that. I might look naive and sometimes a bit Maybe awkward, but I'm not stupid. I've seen things that you all did not have. I know things that you all do not know. Same thing goes to you too. But you don't know what I know, what my knowledge is, and what I've been taught. I don't
The
think
Grey
it's fair
Warden,
you are judging my education and who I am and just marking me as a risk. I've been told to do this. I've been told by my keeper to how control and be uh, be right about what I am doing.
well,
You know, Alfonso, if they didn't have much control over it, we would be hearing about all these demon infestations and daily scams all the time, right? We don't. So maybe they know something you guys don't.
maybe. But the Grey Wardens do accept everyone and all that, so it means even if I do not agree with it, they'll probably accept you. And so far I have some respect for you, which is why I'm going to, you know, not do anything about it. But if you ever become an abomination, I will be the first one to be there to strike you down.
I will return the same courtesy to you if that happens.
I have to say, Grey Wardens don't take everybody. They take from everybody, but we only take those who deserve. Says
Who says that?
Britannia. And I agree that the blood magic is just a problem. I don't understand magic that much. I have debated with those who have defended blood magic among our ranks, but Grey Wardens, our responsibility towards the world is about blight and ending the blights and fighting with Darkspawn. Sometimes that sacrifice needs ugly ways. I met with someone, a Warden's commander's wife, and she once told me, "What would you? Let's say that you can be a mage and you have this one spell that can finish the battle. You know it can. What are you going to do? You're not going to use it because of your principles? Save all those lives?" So I don't know. I am not a mage, so I'm not very. I don't usually. I don't want to enter these arguments that much, but you will meet with wardens who are like Ashlyn.
Before I wanted to and decided to join Grey Wardens, I was raised to be a keeper, and a keeper's responsibility is doing whatever it takes to save their people. If I'm going to save lives, I will use my life. That is why I am here, and that's why I'm doing things that I do. But, and she will look at Alfonso, saying that I know what I am doing, and I'm in control.
That is what every blood makes, what I say.
I am not every blood mage, and I am not a blood mage. I was first to the keeper of Irleshan clan, and if I become a and She doesn't know it. I'm sorry. And after becoming a Grave Warden, I will be a Grave Warden.
Orien kind of like touches Malia's arm and says, "What do you think about this? You seem oddly silent for a mage."
I like to listen to all points of an argument before I weigh in on it.
So what's your weight?
Honestly, I don't think I know enough about the Dalish or how they work their magics to make an informed opinion. I do know it is true. We don't hear of Dalish camps being infested with demons or ransacked by abominations.
Because we don't call them demons. They are spirits. And we Dalish know how to deal with spirits. We respect them and we know how to avoid them. And we are taught how to do that.
So then, what you're saying is you know how to avoid the malevolent spirits that we would call demons.
Oh, see, I'm telling this to Özlem.
Mhm.
To Dalish, there is no benevolent or malevolent spirits. There are just spirits.
Thank you. There are no good or bad spirits for us. They're just spirits. And you just deal with spirits or just stay away from them.
So you avoid them entirely then.
You don't necessarily need to avoid spirits. But if you encounter one, or if you don't want to get in touch with one, you know how to do it as a keeper or a keeper apprentice.
This is Shadow talking. I talked with a keeper once, and he said that the evil spirits are like lions, wild animals, and not dragons. They are dangerous if they treated carelessly.
But they necessarily don't not I'm sorry. They necessarily not may be harmful if handled right. But we don't just see them as good or evil.
There is a
They
good
are-
reason. Go on.
I forgot to go on.
Okay. There is a good reason why the Fade and this world are separate, and why we should not mix it.
Because they don't belong to this world.
And
Spirits-
even though you may make blood magic just to enhance your spells and not necessarily to summon demons, it does not mean they won't come for you.
You don't want to understand this, Alfonso, and I respect that. But I know what I am doing. Just because I was not raised in a circle does not mean that I am not aware of the consequences of my actions and not taking precautions.
You not coming from a circle is not a problem. It's the blood magic that is a problem.
I don't see how that is any different from using or wielding a weapon. If used in wrong hands, anything can become a dangerous weapon. Right?
There are some weapons that are way too dangerous to be wielded, especially one that you cannot control. Like fire on the hands of someone who cannot control it. It may be a good weapon, but it does not mean that it won't hurt you as well.
Agreed. If you know how to handle it, then you should wield it.
But there are some weapons that cannot really be controlled. Like this one.
This argument is becoming a bit circular, and I feel very underqualified
Exactly,
to
we're
take
talking
me.
in circles.
So
What?
why don't we take a rest and wrap it up, and maybe we can get back to it after we have some more knowledge about it.
Tomorrow, it will be a big day for you all. Tomorrow there will be the joining. And not all of you will survive the joining.
What?
What does that mean? Grey Warden Nathaniel?
To be a Grey Warden, as it was said that there was a price that we pay. Joining is a test.
And what does that involve exactly?
I'm sorry I can't share the secretive nature of the test. It will be shared in the test. Please rest well.
Rest well? Seriously?
He's looking at Alba and he doesn't seem to be fazed or moved. There is some bit stoicism.
You're telling me that we may not survive this, and you're telling us to rest well.
Yes, it may be your last day. I'm sorry, it is cruel.
Then maybe you shouldn't have told us? If you're gonna be secretive, at least do it right. Alba will get up and fuck off. She's pissed.
It's probably better we know now than to suddenly discover tomorrow that one or more of us didn't survive the ordeal, but... Well, it can't be much worse than having to face a demon in the Fade, can it?
I have
So-
heard about that. She said, Nathaniel says, the heroine, right?
She nods.
A very fun experience.
We are... We are tempted.
Would it be strange if I actually said I have been in the Fate before?
Yes,
Maybe a
Oh.
little bit?
we can only
Um,
visit the fading dreams.
Yeah.
How were you there?
I
You do
didn't.
not have
I
connection.
no. I didn't enter like with my physical body. I entered through dreaming. But what happened is there is a very top mountain here. This mountain is very. They say that the fade is very thick there. Pardon, not thick. Sorry, the fade is like very thin there. I don't remember the full facts, but because of the Cruzland, Anders, and Sigrun, we were there
Anders?
to find for. Yes,
The
that
Anders?
Anders. The Anders, yes.
Huh.
We were there to find out a grave warden. For some misunderstood circumstances, we found ourselves in the Fade, and while sleeping, And then there was this countess, and I think like spirit of justice. It was very crazy, very crazy. And we made the countess go away, and like her people was being treated differently. I don't know if they were all normal humans or spirits. It was just a very strange experience. It was the one and only time I entered. Or found myself.
Have I heard of anything like this before? Or read about anything like this happening before?
The humans go to the fade when they dream.
Yeah,
The-
that much I know, but like it sounds like a shared
Yeah,
dream experience is what he's describing.
there. You roll me your Arcana, Alfonso
Okay.
and all. Every mage in the game.
I'll be over there punching a tree, by the way.
Those who have high, which is Alfonso. Alfonso, you have
Aquaman
heard.
didn't roll yet.
Alfonso, you have heard that the shared dream experience does happen when the veil is very thin, but there needs to be certain circumstances, and those circumstances are not known by anyone. Like, it is rumored the Herald of Andraste entered the fucking Fade. It is like the
At
this-
this point, I don't think it's just a rumor. I think
Yeah.
everyone-
no,
Yeah,
it's
rumor.
rumored, but like everyone said it happened, but like you didn't met with Herald, so you don't know if it's true or not. Like in this age, we don't have TikTok or we don't have Facebook. Fact is just a weird thing. It's like they say, "Oh my god, it happened," but you're like, don't fuck with me. You can't fucking enter the Fade. Like hearsay is just a big thing, and yeah, for this thing to be happening, that fade needs to be very thin, and specific circumstances was needed that aren't known or studied. Welcome back.
Seems like something possible. What was the exact situation that you were at there? And you mentioned that the veil was thin, but what else?
To be honest, like I didn't knew if veil was thin. I was told the veil was thin by Anders. And again, I don't remember. It's very dizzy memory. But we were near a corpse, and they were trying to find out what happened to him.
Interesting. Might be something that someone should study at some point. I'm not going to say me because I doubt I'll go back to the circle at any point. Just study these things.
They allow us to enter their libraries if the cause is just, and depends on the first enchanter. But most of them are happy with us, except the ones in Norway. The first enchanter Irving is very friendly towards us. He's the one in the Ferelden.
Let's see.
Westwell, really.
Um,
Gregor says, like, I understand what you mean, the Warden Commander, but I'm sorry, Warden, but this is my destiny. I will be a Grey Warden. He nods.
Any more foreshadowing?
Ashlyn, I apologize. I should have been more understanding of what you were saying. It's not like my people to be this judgmental. It's just that I spend so much time in this circle that I often forget about certain things. I trust that you know what you're doing.
Thank you. Um, Thank you for your apology. There is no need to stress about it though, because I know that not many people know about how Dalish are doing or dealing with magic. But thank you.
Oh, there's no need to thank me. I should be thanking you for understanding.
Smiles.
Well, time to go rest and hope that we don't die on the journey.
I'm still punching on the tree, by the way. Imagining it's how.
He does have a punchable face.
No, he's okay. But that was pretty stupid to tell us on the night before.
That is your character's cool opinion. The the next day, everyone arrives at the Vigil's Keep. The keep welcomes, recruits. The Sigrun is the one the first to welcome. And she's like, how was it? Was it cool? As she's asking to Ashelin.
Um, I think so, yes. Cool. And quite shocking, and there was an earthquake, we fell down.
Oh, you should tell me everything about it.
Oh, okay, I think, there was nothing at first, but, later on down, there was an earthquake when we were camping and ground collapsed. We had to go to lower levels, and, we found out some very weird things. Oh, by the way, did Nathaniel tell us that we should not tell anything that we found in the deep vaults or something?
No.
Okay, then she will tell. And we found these weird torture rooms, and there were just cages, and she shudders while remembering that. There were someone was testing, making experiments with magic and weird things on Grey Wardens. And then we walked further down, and we were trying to get out, and we were ambushed by Darkspawn. We fought against them, and we somehow managed to open a huge door and close it behind us, keep them away. And we traveled a lot more.
She kind of like puts a hand on your hand, part of like arm, and she says, "Do you know what's the lesson that you should take from all of this?"
Never go alone.
No, you survived. It's good to be alive. Congrats.
Smiles to Sigrid and said, "Yes, we survived. Yes."
Good, good. She pats her arm and says, "Great. Oh, who's this?" She looks at Malia.
Oh, we rescued her from there.
Heather, I think you would remember Sigrun the NPC.
Yes, I remember
Sigrun the
Sigrid.
beginning. She is the cutest dwarf ever, so yeah. The
Harding is
she
the
is the one.
cutest.
No. But yeah, she is the one who's like asking who you are.
Malia smiles and offers a hand. Hello, I'm Malia de Sarvila.
Oh, Orlesian. She does the worst Orlesian accent. Then she says Orlesian. Like she sounds like me when I make a French accent. Orlesian. But like, it's obvious she tries to be cute and not, weird. But she does look weird.
I was part of the group that was supposed to arrive from Amaranthine, but
Wait, you were with the Falcon? The dwarf, Falcon.
yes,
Where's Falcon?
we were ambushed by.
She nods. Well, I hope everyone is happy. I gotta go and just handle certain things. So, have a nice day, everybody.
You're not going to wish us luck.
Good luck. She says with
Thank
like
you.
this pained smile.
Thank you.
Is it gonna be
Too late
luck
after.
or is it gonna be skill? I still don't understand what this involves.
She kind of
Well-
like tiptoes around herself and says like, bit of both.
She was
See you guys
way
later.
up.
Have fun. Bye. She runs off.
Alfonso, if you don't make it, I'm gonna come to the Fade and kick your ass.
Well, we survived yesterday, the other day, from underground. All those
Barely.
Scotsman encounters. But we made it alive, so I think we will do okay.
What's with all the secrecy, though? I don't understand that. I'm starting to get really, really, really disillusioned with this thing.
Well, we will know now.
Policy, currently no NPCs around you, and you guys are probably at the barracks.
Regardless of what it is, I am willing to take whatever the joining ritual or whatever the joining requires us to do and do my best to become a Grey Warden.
I don't think we have a choice anymore. So, we all will.
Well, I kinda took the risk of giving away my life in a Darkspawn ambush or any encounter the day I decided to join Grey Wardens. And she shrugs. So maybe it will sound a bit weird and silly, but I don't mind whatever the joining is.
Do you have any family, Asselwyn?
I left my whole clan, Alba, behind me.
Yes,
They,
but
they
I
are my family.
didn't.
He looks really sadly at you. You don't have any family behind?
I do. But the closest thing I have is right here, and there's a chance I might lose it.
Why did you wanted to become a Grey Warden, Alba? If you don't mind me asking.
It's not like being a Grey Warden is an easy task. There's always a risk for death. Even after the
Everything,
joining.
yes.
What
Absolutely.
was your ambition or what was your call on deciding to join Grey Wardens?
I believe the stories.
Hmm.
I believe it was honorable thing to do. I
Have
don't
some
know.
faith, Alba. Our ancestors smile upon us. Nature smiles upon us.
We don't even know what this joining involves. If I knew, perhaps I could be hopeful. But all this secrecy just doesn't do it for me, you know? Why? What's the point of it?
I know you will pass. I
And
have
what
faith
about
that
you?
will. I don't know. Can only hope so.
OOC. Is everyone at the barracks before dinner comes in? Before the dinner or
Yep.
after the dinner? Is there anyone who's gonna do anything?
Does the keep have a library?
Yes, it does.
If it's something she can access, Maya will sit down in the library and see what she can find by way of books that they have.
There was a lot of information on Darkspawn. Herlocks, Herlocks, Genlocks, Ogres. You hear something, like you start reading something about the Brood Mothers, but that's the moment where the night comes in, part of the dinner comes in.
Okay.
Kellyan, is there anything you want to do before the dinner?
Nope. She'd be resting like fucking Nathaniel told him to.
Okay. Fucking Nathaniel. Fucking hell. Ashlyn,
I think Ashlyn will argue about the joining and becoming a Grey Warden with Alba, as long as she debates with her. And Alfonso if they're just talking with her. And the rest, she will just go to her room and take a rest until dinner.
Alba,
Hmm. I'll be sulking a lot.
Alfonso,
Is it possible to sleep for a bit and, you know, maybe go to the Fate for a while?
I don't think you can like casually go into Fade.
Well, no. I mean, that's why I'd be sleeping.
Okay, what do you want to do in the Fade?
Nothing. I just want
Okay.
to be somewhere else
Okay,
for,
you want to
for
be
this time.
okay. At dinner, you guys are eating the best dinner in your life, and this is the second time this is happening. Because Khal Hirol was giving you a lot of good food, and they are also giving you a lot. Now they are Grey Wardens giving you a lot.
I'm
of
pretty
good
sure
food.
I had many.
Can everyone roll me a chance dice?
What is
Chance?
that?
Chance dice, 1d100.
Oh wow.
Mm. 1d100, go, everyone.
I think we did.
Mila didn't roll it.
Yeah.
Mila. Heather, are you there? Jade.
I'm here.
Sorry. Can you roll me 1d100?
Yeah. Okay, 1d100.
The battery go.
Is it locked again? I can roll it for you if you want.
No, I got it.
Okay. Kellyan, you slowly get up and, like you want to wash your face before, whatever is coming. While you're going to the toilet,
Yeah.
you pass the men's toilet. There's some voices coming from inside. It's Nathaniel. And someone old. You heard the word, I don't want to do it. And it's Nathaniel who says it, and Avernus says, I'm sorry, it's not me, it's Kuzlund who says you need to do it. Avernus, I said I don't want to do it. Give me a favor, and you do it. I don't want to watch it again. And are you going to continue listening, or are you going to go to the toilet?
Yeah, she's gonna keep eavesdropping.
Okay, roll me perception. You had advantage because they don't know you're there. So like you're kind of like acting like you're. But okay, you tell me, how are you acting? Like when you like, are you checking your nails or doing what?
Yeah, you know what? She's gonna check her nails and, pretend probably horribly that, she's, not leaning against
Okay.
the wall to try and listen to them.
And
Now she's really curious.
and he says like, you hear Nathaniel saying, "I did it the last time like a damn ass. I don't want to do it again. It's not something you can get away from. You know what it is. You don't care about people anyway, so why don't you do it?" And Avernus goes and says like, "I told you, I am not gonna do it. It is your damn duty. If you want to be the second, you gotta do this." Fine. Nathaniel says, and he is coming towards the.
If she can hear him coming towards the door, she's gonna scoot on to the other
Okay.
bathroom to make it look less like she was eavesdropping on them.
I was not eavesdropping at all.
Oh.
Okay. You go to the toilet and come back to the dinner. Ogren is the one who is like eating a lot. And he is talking with Gregor about like how Gregor is telling him like, man, I was so fucking happy, like you kicked their ass, man, it was so good. I lived my life for this. And everyone is just being very happy. Except, all of you, except Gregor. He doesn't seem to be nervous at all.
He
So
almost died,
technically,
the idiot.
no one is happy then.
Like, everyone is worried except the Gregor, probably. I don't know if Mila is worried.
He doesn't seem very worried at all.
Ashelwyn too, by the way, she is a little bit anxious about the ceremony and whatever the joining is, but she's more relaxed compared to others, I think.
Yeah, Callion's also fairly relaxed. She knew that, if she didn't do this, she was gonna die anyway, so...
The very slowly the room is cleared and you guys are remained with 3 people. Avernus, Nathaniel, and Sigrun. Nathaniel puts a rest in bitch face, like he puts that face where you can't read him that much. Sigrun is not a good liar. There is this an anxiousness. Avernus just acts like this is Tuesday, like a normal Tuesday. Please, come near us, says Nathaniel. His voice is a bit stranger than usual.
Let's get this over with. Alba will step up.
You don't have to go first.
I will go first.
The group creates like, a circle. And Nathaniel stands in the middle. Then he says, "For centuries we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. There are those who have doubted, who have forgotten. But it has always been our duty to remember. In peace, vigilance. In war, victory. And in death, sacrifice. This is what it means to be a Grave Warden." He says, and he takes a deep breath. It's time for the joining. This is something that the Grave Wardens have found in the first Blight. When humanity stood on the verge of annihilation, it was the time when the first Grave Wardens drank the Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint. How is everyone's reaction to drinking Darkspawn blood?
I'm looking at Alfonso like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
Mila looks actually a little bit disgusted.
How is the Alfonso and the Kalen?
She's just sitting there thinking, well, probably not the worst thing I've ever drank. Let's just do this.
I couldn't get it. What do you mean? Can you say it again? My apologies.
She's sitting there thinking, probably not the worst. Kieran? No.
Ouch. Your voice is electrical. My apologies. Just so you know, I think everyone else is also hearing. You're a bit kind of electric-y.
No.
Oops.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Was
It
it
was.
just me?
She was fine with
There we
me.
go.
Yeah.
Let's try
Yeah.
this again.
Okay, now we were fine. Can you please repeat? I'm really sorry.
So she's sitting there thinking, well, probably not the worst thing I've ever drank. Let's do this.
I think Alfonso is worried, mostly because it might be some sort of blood magic, but well, he's going to do it, although it is now having second thought.
The Nathaniel continues and says, "This is the source of our power. By mastering our taint, we can sense the Darkspawn and slay the archdemons.
Sense Darkspawn?
We speak only few words before the joining. It has been said from the first wardens and in every joining. Sigrun, please do the honor." And the Sigrun kind of like steps forward and says, "Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you." She puts her hand to her heart, nods, and steps back. And Avernus gives a cup that smells to the hands of Nathaniel. He takes a deep breath and says, Gregor, step forward. Gregor steps forward and takes the cup. And he says, this is my destiny. And he takes the drink and gives the cup to Nathaniel. He starts to yell in pain. And he just, like his body starts to shake. His eyes gets white, like literal white. And he's like looking around trying to hold as he like collapses on the ground. And Nathaniel is looking down at him and says, I'm sorry, Gregor. Aukri stepped forward. Aukri looks at the group, looks at Nathaniel and says, I didn't know. Oh, see, yes, I'm copying the original joining, but it was still fucking cool, that's why I do it. And he says, I'm joined to be a hero for the old stories, not for this. And he's like looking at his like chest. His hands is like looking for something. It seems he's very like scared. It's obvious. And Nathaniel kind of looks at him, takes a deep breath, and says, "There is no turning back." No. This is bullshit. You ask too much. And his hand goes to his axe. Nathaniel is very slowly walking towards him with the cup, and he says, "Please, put that down. There is no turning back." Aukri says no, and he, tries to make a move against Nathaniel with his axe, and Nathaniel kind of catches his axe on air, and like he's holding the axe with one hand and the cup with the other. He kicks him in the balls, gets the axe, and kills him. Puts the axe down. And he says, "I'm sorry, Aukri." He takes a deep breath. So you're gonna roll dice for who is going first, guys.
Was that the chance dice? thing?
No. Mila, please step forward.
Mila steps forward.
He hands the cup.
She takes the cup and holds it in her hands. Looks down at it. What does the liquid look like?
The cup is white cup and there's like a dark blood in it.
And does it have any particular smell to it aside from blood?
It smells disgusting.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. She takes a breath, holds it, and drinks from the cup.
Roll me Constitution, please.
Oh boy, okay.
Shit.
Is this a save or just a stat?
Just save, Constitution save.
Okay.
The full body, like your body just immediately starts burning in pain. You yell, you can't resist this pain, it's too much. You fall to the ground. Sigrun, you become unconscious. Sigrun checks her pulse and says, she passed. Alva, please step forward. says Nathaniel.
I'll hug my brother first.
Yeah. I'll hug her back.
If anything
Nature is with you.
happens, I'll always be with you.
Be strong.
I still walk up to Nathaniel, just keep eye contact really fiercely, since this is not very happy.
Please roll me your Constitution save. You pass out as well. Sigrun
God
checks your
damn
pulse
it.
and Sigrun checks the pulse and says, "She passed. She will live." Nathaniel looks at Alfonso and says, "Alfonso, please step forward."
I will. So, how much do I have to drink?
Just a bit. You resist the pain. It's so much,
God damn it.
and you're like, like you're giving that voice the sound of like pain. You're not burping, but you remain conscious. You feel more powerful.
Right.
The Ashlyn, please step forward.
She will take a deep breath. She's a bit shaking, and she will just murmur something Elvish to herself and step forward. And she will take the cup.
Roll me Constitution save.
I will faint, probably.
You pass out as well, in
Yep.
pain, and Sigrun comes near her and is like, "She will live." Shadow, please step forward. Shadow steps forward. She looks unshaken. She takes the drink. And she also passes.
Wow.
Kellyan,
They are strong.
please step forward, says Nathaniel, and he hands the cup to her, looking her in the eye.
Yeah, she will step forward, take the cup, and drink.
Roll me your Constitution, please.
Let's see if this is going to be a good one or a bad one.
Yeah,
I know there's no-
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
there's
I have given up hope on my rolls by now. Like this is my
We know with
strong
Italian,
one.
it's one or the other, and I'm gonna mute because my son's being a shit.
The Kellyan also
Well,
passes out.
It's kind of both, though.
Yeah, it's
It's one shit and one good.
One was shit, one was great. See, no in between.
you feel the pain all around your body again, and after some time you pass out. The Sigrun looks at Alfonso and others and says, "She also passed. You're lucky."
Is it normal for everyone to pass out?
Yes. Only those who can master the taint very well can remain. And she looks at Nathaniel looks at Alfonso, then those who are passed, and says, "And now your grave routines."
Aren't we passed out?
Yes, everyone wakes at their room the next day. Alba is with
Oh.
Alfonso, Ashlyn and Kaelin is in their room with Milla, let's say. And one by one they wake up.
Feeling sore or anything?
Feeling strong. Everyone?
Mm.
So, just a second. But I'm gonna post some stuff. But continue playing, please.
Who wants to start?
Um, just one thing. Was there? Did I do anything else after the joining? Because I didn't, you know.
Yes,
They-
you
Got
sat by your
unconscious.
sister's bedside like a good brother.
Well, yeah.
Asshole.
Let him decide. Let
Was
him
there
decide.
anything else to do there?
They basically stated that, like, Nathaniel stated that the joining is completed. You are now a Grey Warden. If you wish, you can stay with your sister and rest.
Right. I just check up on everyone before going there. I can't do any healing magic, so I can't really do anything.
They all seem to be fine.
Hmm.
But yeah, they are brought to their rooms, and there's a note at the rooms that basically says, where Alfonso is well. If there's any questions, you can find Constable Nathaniel at the throne room. So who wants to wake up first? Or all together?
I mean, considering I didn't pass out, I assume I'm the one who wakes up first.
Yeah?
I can wake up too, by the way.
Okay. You wake up, and then you see Kellyan and Malia getting up as well.
And are they awake or just
They're
sleeping?
waking up. You wake up the first, and they're
Okay.
waking up now.
Good morning. Are you all right?
Comparable to a bad hangover, but yeah, I'm alright otherwise.
Just saw him leave and just did. Did we pass the joining or was it a wild dream?
Well, I assume since we're still alive, we passed.
So that was it. Not
It-
what I expected.
Kind of makes sense that they are not telling recruits what the joining is really. But it was an experience.
One I'd rather not repeat.
I think we can join only once. So let's go out and see how others are doing. I think pretty much everyone passed.
That's good. I'm starving for some reason. I feel like I haven't eaten in several days.
Yeah, I'm very much down for food. Let's go do that.
Sounds great.
'Cause I feel like I could. Oh. I could probably eat a whole horse right now, so let's go.
We go to dining hall, I think.
While you guys are at the dining hall, your room was 4 room in a 4-person room. Shadow is missing. She's not at there, but you guys didn't see her.
Maybe she woke up early.
That's possible.
Ashlyn will not just be worried about it.
How is the twins?
I'm going to wait for Alba to wake up.
She wakes up from a dream.
Well, I wake up terrified and look around to find my brother.
Your brother is literally near you, I think.
Well, where... Lucas, can you describe where you are?
I don't know, like sitting on the bed across the room from you. But when you wake up, I'm going to stand up and walk closer. Alba.
Fonzie? She will
What's
pretty
new
much
for
shoot
you?
up and hug him really squeezy, like
No,
almost
wait.
breaking
I have,
fucking ribs or something.
I have some news for you, Alba.
What are you talking about?
We are both dead. We both did not pass to join you.
I'm gonna give him a push.
Roll a persuasion, please.
Shouldn't it be deception?
Your deception. Go right ahead.
For fuck's sake, seriously?
Ah!
You can always botch. Oh yes! Yes!
Come on, wouldn't I have advantage? He's my brother, I know him inside and out.
I didn't give him advantage.
Well, because he wouldn't have advantage on that.
Yes, I would, because I would know how to lie to you better.
No,
Exactly.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
We're
No.
twins.
It's 5 versus 1. I'm sorry. Everyone wants this.
But it doesn't make sense.
It does. Your character is dumbfounded right now. She botched.
For
Well,
fuck's
she
sake.
woke up from a dream and probably a nightmare or something, and she was so
I
worried
I
that
should have advantage. I insist on that.
Then I should as well.
No, because
Okay.
I wouldn't have advantage trying to lie to you either, because
Can you please,
we're
this
twins.
argument, let's continue, please.
Well,
Just keep going, it's funny. Don't think about what you think makes sense.
well, it's not funny because I don't know how to react to that.
I'm going to go ahead and give you a hug. Acting really sad and worried.
What happened?
What?
What happened?
You know, after you drank the Darkspawn blood, they... You should have looked at your face. I'm kidding. You passed, and so did I. We're both alive. Let's go have our breakfast.
I'm gonna push him hard over the chest. Asshole!
It was funny, and besides, I didn't pass out. I had to think of a way to...
To what?
Make
Make
fun
me
of you.
almost die out of...
It was funny.
Do you see
Shame
me
I can-
laughing?
What?
Do you see me
I'm
laughing?
sure the others will agree with me, and you will agree with me once this is over. Well, let's go.
Once what is over?
Well, once your trauma is over.
I
we'll be
don't have
laughing at
trauma.
this.
I have anger. There's a difference.
Well, what matters is that we're both alive. Unfortunately, Gregor and Okri are dead, but I think you all saw that. Everyone else has passed.
Okay. Good. At least there's that. This is
Real
insane.
shame that
Why?
also.
Why all this secrecy, all these rituals? Like, I don't understand. It's not
Well,
like people wouldn't.
if you knew you would drink, you'd have to drink Darkspawn blood. Would you have joined?
Yes, but they wouldn't allow you to join.
Oh, like I need your permission to do things.
Well, in some
You're
cases.
not the head of our family, you know. Not that the head of our family would have allowed us to join the Grey Wardens anyways.
Yes, but I'm older than you,
By 2 minutes.
and I'm your sister, and I know what's best.
The rules of Revane don't apply here.
Yes, they do. We're still Rivanian and will always be.
Yes. Well, let's go have breakfast. I'm hungry.
I'm really hungry. What the hell? It's like I haven't eaten in a week or something. Where's Barkster?
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna whistle to the dog.
Barkster's like hitting his head to the door,
I'll open the door.
and then he opens the door. He's a clever boy, so he opens the door and he comes in. He's like barking his ass off.
I'll,
Did you
I'll,
think
I'll-
my joke was funny, Barkster? I
Bark,
thought-
bark, yes, yes, crazy, crazy.
It wasn't a joke, Fonzie.
Yeah, it was more like a prank. Still
Wait,
pretty
you shouldn't,
funny.
you shouldn't be joking with these things, okay?
Why not?
Because it was just too real, okay?
I bet you'd have done the same.
No, I wouldn't. Actually.
Didn't know the sea guards were this boring.
Whatever, man.
So you guys
Maybe-
go outside, or are you guys going outside?
Yes. We'll go
Yeah,
have our
we need
breakfast.
to go have breakfast. We're starving, man.
Yeah, you guys go to breakfast, and you know, Grey Wardens have an insane appetite. It seems you guys
Of
are
all
eating.
types.
You guys see the Ashlyn, Kaelin, and Malia, who are sitting in, you know, eating as well at the breakfast table.
Hey,
Morning.
where is Shadow?
Good to see that you're
Um,
alive.
It's not with you?
No? I saw that she asked to joining yesterday, but no, why would she be with me?
She woke up early, I think, but we didn't see her, so maybe she's around. Just ate breakfast early.
Well, either way, congratulations to you. 3.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
I'm starving.
Hopefully none of us will ever have to put anything that disgusting anywhere near our mouths again.
I don't know, I kinda like the taste.
We will be
So you're
joining.
a
only
funny
once.
guy now. That's
I've
how it's
always
gonna
been.
be.
I've always been.
Maybe it comes with being a Grey Warden.
No, it doesn't. He was born this way.
My dear sister here is angry because I told her we were both dead and in the Fade, and she really believed me.
Oh, that's a mean joke.
Yeah, well, you know.
But she's smiling while saying that, by the way. Oh, that's a mean joke, but she's smiling.
She kinda deserved it, you know.
How did I deserve it?
I mean, if I was her, I would have punched you for it, but hey.
Well,
She kinda did.
well, I didn't. I pushed you.
Mm.
You're lucky that your face resembles mine. And I wouldn't want to ruin such a masterpiece.
Huh. Yeah, that is a bit concerning. I can't even call you one.
Sucks to be you.
How are you all doing after all the stuff?
Okay, I guess. I never been this hungry in my life.
Is that normal? 'Cause I feel the same way.
I think it is.
Probably.
Thought last night was just like a celebration. And that's why there was so much food, but yes, maybe it's like that all the time.
I have to say that I am still kind of sad about Gregor. He was so enthusiastic about all this, and then didn't resist it.
Now let's see how he's going to be remembered. Because I don't know, something tells me that words are just words.
Oh, I thought you had learned about that during all our time in Norway and everything.
Well, I still can be salty about it.
I guess so.
I don't know, I've been at sea for a long time, so saltiness comes natural.
Well, I only hope that our next task will be to help your clan, Ashelin.
Hopefully.
We should see if there are any news about it.
I'm sure everything is fine. But I will. Since I joined Grey Wardens now officially, I will ask about if there are any news. But I'm hopeful that everything is fine.
Is your clan having issues with darkspawn threats?
Yes, when we arrived here, we received a word that there was a messenger that brought the news, not to us, to Nathaniel Hall, that there was a darkspawn attack to my clan. But I'm sure that everything is fine and everyone is safe and sound. So there should not be anything to worry about. They sent Grey Wardens to check if there is anything amiss. It should be fine.
If your keeper is the one who taught you all of the magic you know, I'm sure they're perfectly fine.
Keeper Solon is really powerful. So I like to believe it's alright.
There is a man approaches to the group. He is a Konari, like like the correct word is Kosit, I think. He has dressed very richly. He has a bunch of earrings. There are even like circles at his horns. This may be the first time for some of you to see a Talbot shot. Probably for Ashelin. Like, what is that demon? I'm kidding. He's not.
I think she kinda knows what a Kunari is or what they
Now,
look like.
important distinction: Vashoth or Talvashoth?
Yeah, like he is. I don't think like you would know what. Like you would heard about Kunari, you wouldn't know what they really are though.
Yeah. She has a vague idea about how they are supposed to look, maybe. Like they have horns, they are big, bulky.
Yeah, he's like 2 meters and 10 like he's quite tall, and he kind of approaches to the group and says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Morning.
Good
I'm-
morning.
Congratulations. I'm Asher. I'm the honor guard of Divine Victoria. I have arrived with Cullen Woodford. I was sent here to grab you all to meet with Nathaniel, the, the warden constable.
Oh,
Um, before I continue, before we go there, have you seen your friend Shadow?
now Ashwin looks at the others like curiously. Where the hell is
No.
Shadow? Kind of.
She was gone when we woke up this morning.
Okay. This is a bit urgent, so I'm sorry for taking you all from your breakfast. Will you please follow me?
Duty calls.
Okay.
You guys go near the main hall, and the Cullen is there, Asher is there, Nathaniel is there, Sir Klaus is there, Sigrun is there, and Avernus is there. Audrin isn't there, Valena isn't there. And like
Is Orion there?
Oriane isn't there, she is at the Kal Herol. So the Cullen speaks, and he talks to Nathaniel, and he says, "I didn't knew the threat was that dire, and I was going to inform you, but you were leaving the day I arrived. I informed your scribe." And Avernus says, "I'm not good with dealing with the folks of the Chantry. My apologies." He says that with that very sarcastic voice.
Awareness.
And he says, like, "But it is an issue," says the Cullen is kind of like getting with, like he raises voice, but not like, like yelling. "It is an issue if there was a Kunari spy." And Nathaniel says, "Yeah, it is an issue. Yes, it is an issue, and we don't want our secrets to be known by anyone. So yes, we will find her. I'm sorry," and Nathaniel looks at everyone when they arrive, "but there is an emergency, and it is about the friend named Shadow. Today in the morning, our soldiers report that she was seen leaving towards the city of Amarantine. Our dear friends from the Inquisition here states that there is a Kunari spy among our ranks who's trying to receive our secrets."
He was a spy.
It makes her distrust of mages make sense.
Asher says, "Yes, the woman is known, working for the Coon. We were looking for her everywhere." Nathaniel kind of puts his hand to his face and says, "I was going to send you to the dealing with the Dalish clan, but this needs to be handled as well. Find her, and if she is cooperating, bring her here. If she is not, secrets needs to remain secrets."
Something tells me that this is bigger than secrets.
Our friends from the Inquisition here, they also are going to help us dealing with this Venatori problem. I don't think the Coon is working with Venatori, says Cullen. And Nathaniel says, I am sure, yes, they don't, but there were so many things going on. After, if you dealt with the, pardon, after you dealt with the shadow, I will send word to Ogren and Valena, and you guys can meet there to deal with the Dalicious problem. It seems they actually do need aid. Amarantine is on the road anyway.
Were there any casualties with the Danish clan?
I don't know.
She would not. Just
They needed more than 2 wardens. That's what they said. And sent Sigrun back for it. Currently they're defending the clan.
So, how can we start looking for Shadow?
Callian,
Why are you looking at me?
because you probably have more experience in tracking people that are similar to you. I don't mean that you're a spy, I mean you have similar fighting styles. Therefore, you probably know how to hide, as I have seen, and probably know how to discover someone hiding. Right?
Somewhat, yes.
There is, and the Asher says, Commander Cullen, I remember I have seen a Kunari ship, a trader ship, in Amarantine. She probably is making a rush for it.
Then we head there. Cut her off.
Let's ready the horses then.
The horses are actually get ready already. I have ordered the kennel master. You will get the... Oh, you already have the dog. Dog can also follow her because she actually slept here. So we will have her... We will have her sent.
Good. I'll go grab her pillowcase.
The... Is there anything else you need in this mission? Says Nathaniel to everybody.
Do you prefer if we bring her dead or alive?
Cullen actually responds, with all due respect, Constable Howe, I would prefer if she comes back alive. I would not want to disappoint my friends in Inquisition, says Nathaniel. Preferably alive, it seems.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank
And
you.
so we'll hunt for the old enemies of my people. How fun.
The group will take horses and go for Amarantine, it seems.
Mhm.
Is there,
And
again,
we'll try to go fast, I think, so we can try to
Yeah.
take her out.
yeah, you guys are doing dash action, dash action, dash action. I was just going to ask, before you guys leave, is there anyone who wants to do something very fast?
Well, I'll take the pillowcase and make Barkster sniff it.
Barkster sniffs and he is just running for it.
Do they have like an armory or something like that, where we can take some health potions or lyrium potions, maybe?
Yes, everyone can get 2 health potions, and you can get 1 lyrium potion. I
I
need
don't
to
think
I'll
write
get
you
it.
lyrium
lyrium
potion would
potion.
do.
Yeah,
I will
sure.
tell you what lyrium potion does.
Okay.
What does
Um,
health potion do?
I will check the help. I think it's like 2d6.
It depends on which one.
Let me check. I am gonna give you 2 greater healing potions, 4d4s plus 4.
Oh. Okay.
That you guys are Grey Wardens. You ain't cheap. But at night, you guys you guys go for Amarantine, and immediately you guys come very close to the city, but it becomes night. So you guys arrive at the middle of the night with the holding your horses. It seems the ship has left. Then you guys do arrive. By the way, I know I moved on too fast, but everyone was silent, so I took the initiative of moving there. Is that okay?
Yep.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I should definitely want to get done with the shadow thing and go rush to her clan. So yeah.
And basically, upon learning that the ship has left, there are like Grey Wardens in the city of Amarantine, and they actually prepare you guys a ship to hunt down the shadow.
Is it faster than the one? That one?
They hope so. And they say it's not a dreadnought, so it's gonna be fast, but not faster than a Ferelden ship, I assure you.
Are we certain that she boarded the ship? We were on horse. She was... Was she on horse?
She was not seen with horse, but they have seen her entering the ship.
Well,
Let's hope your sea guard time will help here, Alba.
By the way, the reason I kind of moved the scene, to the ship fast is because I want you guys to be able to do tech scenes at the game. Just so everyone knows, I wanted to move it to a preferable place where we can, where you guys are not simply rushing and just doing, can do talky talk as well. After a day, again, like a rushing a day, you guys do arrive at Marantine. The next day, you guys find a ship and getting it prepared. It's half a day, like you guys lost half a day against her. Or the Kunari spy forces. But now everyone is on the ship and going after her. Would
so...
that be a good moment to end our scene?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm stopping recording.